Welcome to Dice Legenz. It's great to have you with us. Strap yourself in, get out the popcorn. We got a big episode ahead, and we got some guests. But before we get into that, let you know that this is The Shadows of Aratai. Episode 3, The Siege. Hey, before we get into the story and see whether or not my prediction of the storyline suits the title, let's meet our cast of players.
Yeah! Palo lava so for maua ta lofa lava. Kia ora na pula vinaka. My name is Longi Johnny Jr. Taulafo Sesele, also known as Ronnie. I play Tumau. Yes, a half-elf ranger. He was just discovering his way around the shadows of Aratai. Well trained in the area, but I think he's just trying to see how well he traverses the challenges.
Nice.
Does that make sense? Yeah,
we kind of understand.
In my head it does.
And look, we got 2 guests with us today. Let's start off with the magnificent magical
Oh my god, I'm full
Mendarii.
screen. Oh, I wasn't ready. Hi, hello. I'm Mendarii. You can also call me Faye, because that's my boy name.
Hi, Faye.
Hi. Yeah, hello. Welcome. I am a D&D streamer over here on Twitch, and I, on that channel, I do a lot of world building and homebrew writing for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. I also do a lot of mechanic design, and generally just kind of hang out and do fun stuff. I post the stuff that I make on my Patreon, which is underneath the same name, and then I'm also on a bunch of other platforms that you can check my stuff out on if you want to.
And
it's
you
like
do
all
want
of them.
to.
Yes, you do.
Hey, so please, give Mendarii a sub, give her a follow. And now let's talk about someone who we met just a couple weeks ago, Forgeling.
Hi, well this is exciting, partially exciting. What happens is if Faye goes somewhere, it's actually a court order that I need to be present as well.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, I don't know how the American judicial system works, but this is part of it.
I don't know.
However,
It's so confusing.
it's very odd. I'm also part of a production crew known as Deerstalker Pictures, and we have just released episode 3 of season 5 of One for All. So if you haven't checked out One for All, please do. I play a very problematic bard, which is a shame. No, it's a lot of fun. And I suggest that you go check it out on Deerstalker.
Yeah. One for All is hilarious. The new season, all the episodes that are coming out are brilliant. So please head over to YouTube, give them a sub. If you haven't already started watching them, please do so. They're great. Okay. Now, before we get into our story, we want to say thanks to our followers, thanks to our subscribers, including the new people that have subbed today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The follows, the subs really help our channel to grow and to prosper, which is what we want. And we also have to say thanks to our Patreons. So our Patreons are a really important part of our channel. We love all you guys. And this week, for our Patreons, the World Builders are getting a World Building December Challenge, which is going to be a lot of fun. And as we've said before, all of our Patreons get a discount in our merchandise store.
Yes, and speaking of merchandise, we've got a whole bunch of cool merchandise to actually that you can actually have call your own. We've got merchandise, D&D merchandise. We've got, of course, Aratai merchandise as well. What else? There was also sponsors that we need to.
Sponsors, yeah, and we're going to talk about 2 sponsors that we've got going. First of all, we'll talk about our friends from Nine Realms Gaming.
So, Realms,
they make this exquisite, really beautiful. Really beautiful wooden accessories for the TTRPG. And listen how nice it sounds.
It sounds nice, eh?
Sounds nice.
Some ASMR.
And they have a selection of beautiful woods that you can get, like
mahogany,
tiger wood.
Tiger wood, not the golfer, but the actual wood.
The actual wood.
Yeah.
And if you use the code LEGENDS10 at checkout, you get a 10% discount.
Yeah.
And who's our other sponsor today?
Our other one, well, if I'm looking for dices and I don't know how to roll, I mean, I can roll down to these guys because they have everything that you need at BDND! BDND!
So, Ronnie, if I wanted to get like books and stuff like that.
You want to upgrade your knowledge in the realm?
What do we think?
Well, I know, Vahid. You can head on down to our friends at BDND! BDND!
All right, so thanks. We love you guys at BDND, and they've also got a discount code for us that was really really
that was
cool.
good. Yeah, I like that. I missed the harmonies, but you know.
Yeah. And so if you use the code Dice Legenz at their checkout, you also get a 10% discount, and their prices are super sweet already.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to invite Faye and Forgeling to join in.
You want to start singing with us, guys? You ready?
Mendarii was choking at the bit. Oh my goodness.
I honestly was like, what is this? The production value?
But the
Ready?
production value of this show is amazing. I can't sing.
So, we ready?
Oh God!
Sing-
What? You can't sing? Isn't that
sing
the
the-
whole entire thing that you do?
We're gonna do the BD.
Just the chorus, yeah, just the B and
Where
D.
should we?
Oh yeah.
Good. I'm glad
our
we're trying
thing.
to coordinate this through a Zoom call.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure that
we-
nothing could go wrong.
I wish we could have some paints and some board games. Where should we
Me too.
go?
Well, we can go to
BTND. BTND.
That was good.
Amazing.
The harmony was just, I mean,
What is it? The rhythmic displacement made it really kind of jazzy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's certainly a way to say that.
Rhythmic displacement.
Hey guys, let's get into the story, shall we?
Let's do this.
It's been
Oh,
really,
thank you,
really fun talking about our sponsors that we love, but it's time to get into the story, which means it's time to roll the titles.
Let's go.
Okay, time to get into it. Before we get into our story, though, for this week, we need to know what happened last week. And for only the second time ever, repeat performance, I have the honor of doing the recap.
Yes.
I got the crown last time,
you
which
did.
means that how can I lose the crown? I have to really
It
mess
shall
up.
remain.
So here we go. Recap crown. Let's see if I can get it 2 weeks in a row. I'm ready. Someone count me in.
All right. Toru, Rua, Tahi, Fai.
Our adventure started in the alleys of Aratai. An old man, Pongo, a drunken, beckoned to our heroes, run, run away, because archers were firing at them from the top of roofs. They ran through the alleys of Aratai, encountering all sorts of craziness, pursued by thieves. Eventually, they shook them off and took refuge in Larkin's Harpoon.
Harpoon.
An inn, which had a fighting pit. But the thieves followed them in there. They fled again, eventually finding their way to the fish market, where they met an information trader, Sumak Tur, who told them that Dahlia's sister, Reka, had purchased poison that had faked her death, and that she was alive still. But then the villains attacked and got Dahlia with some poison. Dahlia fell, the others fled, and that was a terrible recap.
Well, I guess the crowd.
That was truly.
I mean, it was there. The elements were there. It's just what are we missing?
We missed we missed all the drama that Pongo had been part of the mission
Yep.
to go where Reka staged her death.
Yep.
Right? That Robert Hartley's character Pongo, along with a sniper named One Eye, Reka, and some fighter that they never, at least not important because they don't have a name, had been involved in this faking Reka's death. So that's what we covered. And was there anything else? I think that was pretty much the moral of the story. Oh yeah,
Raylene's character.
Raylene's character got poisoned at the end and fell with her heart stopping. And then Tumau got on Lizzie the Lizard
Lizzie the Lizard.
and
Back together.
and fled,
Yes. And scurried away.
scurried away. Wow, that was a really terrible reclap. Oh my goodness, I can't say words today.
Reclap.
Reclap.
I like reclaps.
Yeah, reclaps.
Reclaps? How do you do a reclap?
To start, instead of clapping in, you clap out. It's like reclap. Yeah.
All right.
It's a suction that your hands make as they part.
Yeah, nice.
Why are your hands making suction sounds?
They always do that. Sorry, it's a medical condition.
They're very moist.
Hey,
So,
Before we follow Tumau and Dahlia and Yugi, I forgot to say, oh my goodness, this is how terrible my recap was. I forgot to mention the whole purpose of this series is that Dahlia's father, Zinok, had given you the mission of escorting this baby owlbear to the docks by sunrise, where the baby owlbear, Yugi, will be handed over to their client. And that is actually your mission. It really was a terrible recap. But we've made it. Okay.
we know now.
So we're ready to get into it?
Sweet.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Skadoosh.
Our first scene takes place a couple of years ago. We're going to go back in time to the forests south of Aratai. And we are going to meet Mendarii's character. We will also meet a couple of surprise Flash characters.
Oh.
So if you check your inbox Forgeling, I have sent you a Flash a character that you'll be playing for this scene, and there you go. But before we introduce you, Mendarii, please introduce us to your character.
Gladly. Okay. I'm super excited about her. So, her name is Nuna Taruk. She is a half-orc, half-elf diplomat, or at least, I guess, aspiring diplomat, because I don't know exactly how far back into the past we're going. 2 years. I don't know if we decided when she got elected to this position, but or I guess assigned to this position. But regardless, it is she's a cleric of the god Koshasha, and she has taken it upon herself to be an emissary for her people and kind of try and negotiate some better relationships between the tribes that are south of the city and the city itself, particularly in the landscape of the previous war that did not go super well for my people. So anyway, so yeah, that's her. She has sort of like this light green skin and this sort of light brown hair, little tusks coming out of the bottom of her mouth, and she is dressed in I think it's like plate, or not full. It's something. It's some kind of it's chainmail, but she's got some different pauldrons and larger pieces of equipment, and she carries this big long sword. And each one of those in the hilt of the longsword and in her armor there is sort of detailings of different elements of nature, like leaves, and also the elements of storms and thunder and all that kind of stuff. So that's Nuna. And so it's been a really wonderful day for Nuna, having been anointed, which is kind of like the graduation into the Order of Clerics of Koshasha. That was just yesterday. And you received a gift from a relative to celebrate this auspicious occasion of your anointment as a cleric of Koshasha. A relative from the city of Aratai to the north had sent you a gift. Would you please describe that gift for us, please? Of course. So it is a beautifully crafted bracelet. I would say it's rather simple looking. It's not anything remarkably stand out, but it is very well crafted and just this simple sort of elven design of a bracelet on her wrist, and it is engraved with a little elven word on the bottom of it. Wonderful. So the next day,
we find Nuna enjoying a rare break, having traveled into the forest to have a break with 2 close friends. And can we briefly, super briefly, here, starting with you, Forgeling, please describe yourself.
Please tell me who my close friends are.
Exactly. You're lucky you have friends. Okay.
Yeah, you are lucky you have friends, or
That's
in this
true.
case, possibly a harem. I think you glance across to Bolo, who's got his face stuck deep down in the grass, and he seems to be scavenging amongst some of the flora and fauna, and sort of taking his way and being attracted to very large or very elaborately coloured petals of flowers. He's just sort of happy to be outside, a real sort of Labrador energy to this, what is quite a hulking figure of an orc.
And Forgeling, can you say your name again, please? It was a bit quiet.
Bolo. Let's call him Bolo.
So Bolo is in the grass looking for petals, this big, massive orc.
It's just sort of, frolicking around, like a real sort of pouncing, playful energy. He's possibly like a little bit neurodivergent, and he's just really, really happy to be a part of this.
Nice.
Like his
He's
friend
just a
became
sweet
one of the
boy.
yeah.
And also near this kind of opening where there's a river flowing by, there's another friend of yours.
Yes, a friend of yours who is in love with flowers himself. His name is Funga. And Funga, again, a very bulking mass of an orc, who just...
Sorry, I gave you the wrong character.
Did you?
Sorry, I gave you Forgeling's one. Sorry.
Never mind.
No. I like the
flowers.
idea that they're the same.
Yeah, across the right near the river there, as he's watching.
I just have 2 big meathead friends who are just the sweetest.
I love flowers too.
What a surprising coincidence.
You like dandelions? I like dandelions.
If you like dandelions, should we pick them?
Over by the river, you see another mega bulking of an orc doing push-ups. As he's going on to 3002, 3003, 3004, and he's tired of 2 hands. He switches to 1. That's better, because he is no one knows this, but he's a regional push-up champ. And so everywhere he goes, no matter what he's doing, he's always thinking push-ups every day. And yeah, he's just, that's right, I gotta do my best to be the best. That's what. That's why I'm a friend of Suna. She's the best too. That's our friend. I'm gonna call him Funga.
Funga.
Nah.
So, if we can show our little wee scene before us, we have a beautiful, idyllic scene.
Aw.
An island in the midst of a stream, a brook, babbling, singing as it goes over the rocks. And we have, near the edge, we have the wonderful Nuna. We have our 2 orcs. We have Bolo, the flower sniffer, sniffing flowers. And we have Funga doing his push-ups. Both of
They're
them.
both prone on the ground.
I really hope we don't come into combat. We would have disadvantage.
Which is win!
Oh no.
No!
It's as if Bolo curses it.
We were all just talking about our favorite flowers. I was like, oh, I love dahlias. They're great.
That's because you have no taste.
And then you hear some snorting, some movement in the undergrowth, some heavy padding, and on the other side of the river,
Something's coming.
is it a bull? How can it be a bull, but made of metal at the same time? A monstrosity appears on the other side of the river and sniffs the air.
That's a whole lot of bull.
Oh, I've never seen one of these before.
Maybe if we just stay quiet, it'll go away. I'm gonna try and.
Maybe we should shout really loudly to try and scare it away.
Okay, Bolo, you gonna try an intimidation roll on the bull?
Yes.
Or animal handling?
Sure, why not? What could go wrong?
Great. You're on -2 on those.
Thank you very much.
No, Funga gets...
Sorry, you go.
Now Funga just looks over to the bull and sees, oh, there's a challenge. And then he just like, with one push off the ground, he just leaps up to his feet. He goes, I think I might get a bit closer, say hello. And then he wants to jump over.
Okay, you go for it, and let's hear that animal handling roll.
So it's a 10.
10! Well, you don't impress it. It lifts up its head, it snorts, and it charges at Funga. And it charges, splashing through the river. It's big enough that its legs are it only goes up to the first forelock of the thing. It charges towards you, and with its horns, boom, gores into you.
Today's my
Get to 21. What's your armor class, dude?
Armor class is 13.
13.
Oh no, my babes!
13. All right, here we go. You take, as the horns smack into you, you take 19 hit points of damage.
Oh!
Get out of here.
You can take.
Funga thought in his mind before the bull was charging, today I get to show you why they call me a champ. But just as the bull hits him, he just goes, oh, shit. And he is knocked out into the tree and he's unconscious.
And he's down.
He's down.
Seeing his comrade go down, I think Bolo's kind of trying to make his way into the over into the tree.
So where are you going, Bolo?
He's going to try and jump the river and get close to him. Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, no! He's going to run towards him and try and charge the bull himself.
All right, you run over to the bull. Go for it. You make it over there in one turn, and you can strike.
He hasn't even thought about his sword at this point. It's just purely reactive for a 19. He's going to go and shoulder charge this bull in the side.
Wow. Okay. Intelligence not your strong point. Fine.
Definitely not.
Okay, you shoulder charge it. 19 hits it. So you can roll a D2 and add your strength damage. We do hand-to-hand a little bit different.
Oh no, you guys are babies.
Okay. And add my strength to it?
And add your strength modifier, yep.
Strength is something. Let's do 2 damage.
Woo, whoop, 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 whoop. Mendarii, what is Nuna? What is the Nuna from 2 years ago doing?
Oh my god, panicking. She is going to, oh god.
Let her friends die.
Okay, oh god, no, oh goodness. Okay, she is going to, oh god, I'm so stressed out.
I think Nuna panics.
Yeah, I think she is going to try and heal from a distance and run over there.
Okay.
So she's gonna she'll run, and she's very nervous about this. But while she's running, she will try and cast Healing Word on Sunga. Yeah. And she will just call out to him, and then we'll also try yelling at Bolo to leave, to go, run away.
Okay, great. Okay, we've moved you across. I want you to make an athletics roll. Okay. Nah, I didn't ask the other guys to make athletics rolls, so it would be unfair to ask you. Okay, so you get...
Nice, good for me.
You get across, no problem, and you do Healing Word. And roll the Healing Word for Funga.
Yes, that is, oh god, that is 5 points of healing.
Funga!
Oh, now
And-
we definitely have beef.
I will also. Can I like stand not actually directly next to my friends? Can I like be closer to the bull?
The only way you
Because I
can,
would.
you can be on this side of the bull.
Yeah, that would be fine. I just want to. I don't want to be within 5 feet of my friends.
Okay.
What's
The
that?
reason is I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
Oh, right, okay.
Nice.
Now, it is the bull's turn. The bull, this metal bull squeaks as its kind of metallic, kind of banded skin rears up, and it goes, "Boo!" It bellows. And this fog of green vapor envelops Bolo and Funga.
Come on.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. How's it
Please don't
18?
turn my friends to stone.
6.
babes. They just want to do push-ups and look at flowers.
Flower
Why
boy,
would you do this to us, Nuna?
flower boy.
Stop.
Where
Yes.
the vapor touches you, Bolo, your
Yep.
skin begins to harden
Oh.
and lose pigmentation completely as your extremities, nose, your fingers start becoming stone. You
Finally, my arms are as big as yours.
and you
Nuna.
are turned to stone this turn. You can do nothing this turn.
Why are you? You're getting harder, Polo. Oh, no.
Muscles hard like yours.
It's never gonna be as hard as this, though.
Funga, what you doing, buddy?
Funga decides he's gonna go, no, he's gonna do that to my friend, and he's gonna leap over, he's gonna somersault over
yeah.
and try and actually sit right on top of the bull's neck.
All right, make an athletics roll.
Athletic rolls, here it comes, how we rolling? 18 plus a 2? No, 5, plus 5 athletics.
You bet.
Woohoo!
23. Let's see if we can. And you are now on top. That's your movement. If you want to do any attacking or anything, go for it.
Yeah, and then let's go. Yep. So he takes his big axe and he just wants to swing right on top of its head. So as
Do
it's
it.
sitting, just
Do it.
let's go. 18 again.
You smash it in the head.
Plus 5. Douche, and he just wants to drive his axe right in the middle of its.
Roll
its
damage.
head. Damage is the 1d12.
1d12.
Whoa. 1d12 plus 2. 6 plus 2, 8.
8. Okay. Great. Okay. Thank you. Okay. It is slightly hurt. Bolo, I would ask you what you're going to do, but alas, you can't do anything except make a second Constitution save.
Oh God.
I'm just flat rolling if that's okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
11.
You are permanently turned to stone.
As the stone sort of magically creeps up his neck, he's like looking out to the sky and then gazes down once more amongst the garden. He's like, if I was to be anywhere, it would be silence.
Stop.
Bolo!
Nuna, what you doing?
Oh my God. Okay, so from the great blessing that I have just been given by Koshasha, she is going to look at this thing and see that it is made of metal and is like, okay, you know, I can kind of, I don't know, I guess shake it. It's just, she's hoping that this will work, that it'll kind of like rock it to its core. She's gonna cast Thunder Wave on it.
Okay.
And she is also going to do her channel divinity, which is basically allows me to deal maximum damage. So
Is that
she's
great? Okay, go for it.
so
That means that,
it needs to make a con save.
and unfortunately, because Bolo's on top of it, so does Bolo.
Funga.
Oh
Funga.
crap!
Because Funga's on top of it, so does Funga.
right.
Oh, I forgot that he was there. She
okay.
wouldn't want to hit him with it.
You can aim for what
Can I like try and get its ass in there? Because it's
Yeah,
just a 50-foot cube.
Yeah.
So
The way Thunder Wave works, though, is it's right in front of you or right around you, so that means you're going to have to jump into the water and get behind
that's
it.
fine. I would do that. Yeah.
You jump, you wade through the water, you get behind the beast, and you cast Thunder Wave.
Into his butt.
And
Up the butt, right up the butt.
okay, roll and do your maximum maximum damage. Just tell me how much damage it is.
It's 16 thunder damage, and if it fails, it's gonna be pushed 10 feet away from me.
It succeeded. It's too heavy. Sorry.
Okay, so then it's Well, if it did succeed on the save, you're saying?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Okay, so then it'd be 8 damage.
Okay, great. Thank you. I've got it. And we're back to you, Bolo. I mean, Funga.
And a big, you know.
Funga feels this like little thump from this little thunderwave that just went straight up the bull hole, and then Funga's gonna be like, no, you're mine today, and then he takes his he wants to grab one of the horns and just really wants to drive a second blow of the axe into its head.
Nice.
Could I move after that?
Yeah.
As I swing X, I want to also flip off.
I love this. I love this. Please do this.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh, you hit again!
You hit?
Yep,
That's
D12.
D12. Skin toes. 9 plus 2.
Nice.
Twice.
Okay, and now do your jump off. Let's see how you do with your jump.
Natural 20!
Bolo levels up from this fight.
Okay, put yourself.
Funga does.
Oh, Funga, yeah, sorry.
Funga goes
Bolo's living his best life.
Living, interesting way to put it.
into the water.
The bull turns on you with its horns, gores you, and then with its feet stomps you. Here comes the bull. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Those are the horns.
Oh,
Does a 23 hit?
it does, Jill.
Those are the feet.
Just as Funga's like, did you see that? He was like celebrating, yeah. Hitting the gut with one of the horns.
This metal bull, which is like 3 meters long.
Dang.
This huge thing.
Yeah.
Gores you, smashes you, a total 23 hit points damage. And you are just, I'm sorry.
Funga gets pierced straight in the chest. He just goes, I'm still the tramp. And then and he falls into the water and he floats down the river.
And is carried away downstream gently. Yeah. Nuna, what you doing?
Oh my god. Oh no. Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Well, I'm panicking, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Well, there's really nothing that she can do, so she is probably just going to panic a lot, and then I'm assuming that the damage that it took it looks unfazed.
You put like a dent the size of a grapefruit in its rump.
That's okay. That's all right. I think that Nuna, with like sort of like tears starting to stream down her face at like the loss of her friends, she is going to look at her bracelet that she was just given, and she is going to say Finai, and it is going to light up, and she's going to get really fast, and she's going to cast haste and run away.
You say Finai, it lights up. You have superhuman speed, and you run away. It tries, as you run, it tries to kick you with a back hoof, which it will have at disadvantage, and it rolls an 11.
That does not hit.
And you flee. And thus ends our first flashback scene of Nuna.
Wow. The highs and lows, all in the matter of a day.
We now go to a second flashback scene. This scene takes place on a tropical island. This scene was also a number of years ago. And we see palm trees swaying in the breeze in front of a fale, a traditional house. It's raised up on posts, a thatched roof. Most of the village is out, has come. The chief of the village is standing. And in front is a young Tumau. Can you describe your character from about 6 years ago?
Yep, Tumau at this time looks very well, not too big. He's not a robust, big looking dude. He was more of a skinny, athletic Tumau. Long brown hair, which is pretty much the trait of most of the males in his family, and the females, very lush. Likes to tie it up in a ponytail so it's out of the way of his face when he's going about his everyday life. Very determined. There's a determination in his face as he's looking over to the chief of his family. There's a certain admiration in his eyes for the chief of his family, who I assume is also my grandfather. There's a lot of admiration for his grandfather, because his grandfather pretty much raised him, taught him everything he knew about how to not just love nature, but be one with it, and how to also, one of the lessons that his grandfather taught him is that whatever we take from the land, we also must pay our respects back, because the land looks after us, so we must look after it. So there's a lot of, as a young Tumau is standing there, he's trying to stay focused on what his grandfather is saying, because he knows that this is a special moment, with all the village around him as well. He's he doesn't want to muck this ceremony up. Although his mind is in many places at once, but right now he's trying to. But yeah, he's maybe 5'10", I would say. He's not too tall. Although in his mind he's 7'10".
Love it.
But he's just your normal teenage looking kid.
Great.
Very determined and very focused at the moment.
Thank you. Your grandfather. Sorry, you were gonna say?
No. I was wondering. Yeah.
Your grandfather, who's the chief of this island, says, "Bring Ishidani in." And Ishidani, those of who featured in our very first episode, is brought forward. And Ishidani, Forgeling, can you please describe Ishidani? 12 years have passed since
12 years.
12 years have passed. You have, in that time, you were abandoned by your mistress, not your mistress, your lady, Dewata, had brought you to this island to take you to Aratai and then abandoned you. You were captured, you've been imprisoned, you haven't been allowed to leave the island. It's been 12 years.
12 years.
12 years. In that time, you've been allowed to go around the island, because where can you go without a boat? and you're asked to come forward.
Ishidani's now somewhat a blithering mess. The what was quite nice clothing has been worn well away or taken from him. He's the bones can be seen on his rib cage and just on the peaks of his shoulders. He has fallen quite far from grace, and unfortunately, it's almost a descent into madness, as it's just like, oh yes, waving up the trees, the water. Goes round and up and down, round and round and hello. Yeah. And then bows down once again before his captors.
Ishidani, thank you for joining us. Okay, so the chief says, Tumau.
Yes, right.
You've come of age. There is a task that I wish to entrust to you. 12 years ago, when this when Ishidani
Hello.
and Diwata, who is, distant relative on your mother's side, when they came, as you know, Diwata stole my fishhook carving, the sign of chieftain. Now that you have come of age, I ask you, on behalf of our island, to travel to Aratai and retrieve it.
Tumau feels this sense of pride overwhelm him and gets down on his knee and says, Lo Fionga, Granddad, on mea lava te whai mai ai o te whaia. So o se mea te tuli ai au o te whaia. Whatever your wishes are, grandfather. Whatever your I will bring honor to our family. I will retrieve what was taken from us. I will not fail you.
When you undertake this task, remember that two darknesses do not make light. When Diwata was here, she took it dishonorably. And it is not our way for us to take it back dishonorably. So that will be the great task before you, is to find a way of retrieving it honorably.
Yes, grandfather.
Then it turns to you, Ishidani. Says, Ishidani, can you tell us anything about Diwata, where she was going?
I think I've said the water goes round and round, but Diwata, she leaves, she runs, she's a coward, but she's the queen. Not the queen, the lady, a title of some things. The sun's out today again, it beats off the water. Water stings.
The chief looks at around and says, I think we're not going to get anything from him. Ishidani, you are free to leave our island whenever you wish. You have more than served your sentence.
Leave? Where would I go? I'd rather stay here. It's safe here.
You're welcome to stay here as long as you wish.
Oh, well, yes, then? I'd just rather, I've already got a room to myself. I think I'll just stay in there where the sun doesn't judge me.
Grandfather, if I may have the chance to speak, the place where I'm going to, I may require someone that has knowledge of this place. And although he is in all there, but the parts that we need from him is there, so...
You want to take Ishidani with you?
Yes, grandfather.
Ishidani, what do you say to this? You're a free man, what do you say?
Am I free? Or am I free?
You're free. You may choose your own destiny.
Right, but is this going to be one of those trick questions where, is this what you've done to me this whole time, where you say that I'm free and then I say, okay, then I won't go with him and then you'll whip me or something, or lash me to something or leave me out in the day, or I don't know. Am I free? What is free?
You may go or come or stay as you wish. You're welcome to stay on the island, but if you wish, you may go to Aratai.
Well, I don't know what I'd do there. I guess this is all I've known for so long. Tumau, you've grown into a fine young man. What could you need of me?
Well, I don't know the terrain of where we're going, but I know there's somewhere within that beautiful mind of yours, Mr. Tani, there is remnants of, I don't know, maybe a mind map of where I could find and track down your friend. You may have information of people that can help.
Friend?
And maybe, if we do find this friend of yours, you could tell her exactly how you feel. For the last 12 years, she's left you here. She hasn't come back, so wouldn't it be a cool surprise just to surprise her first?
It would be a cool surprise. Of all the surprises, that's okay. All right. I guess if I say yes and I don't get hit on the way.
No.
Looks over to the chief. Okay.
No, I promise you. When we travel as comrades, no longer as superior or inferior or as this.
Because it'd be hard to pick because we're both such fine models of, look, let's,
Yep. Nope. You are my brother on this trip.
Oh, well, it is truly an honor. Yes, I will accompany you to Aratai.
Excellent. And thus, this scene ends with Tumau setting off with Ishidani in a boat with others traveling to Aratai with his clear mission to retrieve with honor the chieftain's fishhook. Yes?
Yes.
And that takes us to the present time. We will stay with Tumau for a little bit. Tumau, on the streets of Aratai. It's just past midnight. It is dark. Dahlia has fallen, is behind you on this large lizard that you have taken, Lizzie. Yugi is clutched onto your back. And you have fled the fish market. What are you doing?
Years later, Tumau has now taken upon himself an accent of Aratai, just to disguise exactly where he's from. And he's mumbling. He's what we call komumu. He's just like muttering to himself. You couldn't have avoided trouble. You just had to do it your way, right? And now here you are, dead, or hope not. And he's just in his mind. Is just in many different places right now. He knows he's in a bit of a trouble, spot of trouble. He's got his lizard friend. Yes, Lizzie, it's just okay. We just need to find some place to hide and lay low for a bit. And petting Albia. In his mind, he's wanting to head towards, is it the monastery? The orc.
The orc embassy.
And the orc embassy, but he says, nah, there's something not right about it. He doesn't want to go there immediately.
Okay.
So Tumau wants to veer off and kind of almost draw attention away from the orc place, and then so he would like to find maybe another house somewhere, just a warehouse.
So okay. So where we left the scene is there were archers on rooftops that had shot Dahlia.
Yep.
And as you head away, so not heading straight towards the monastery to try to divert attention away. I'm assuming that means that, okay. As you do that, the archers on the top of the roof, just as they did last time, descend, and you hear a voice, a raspy voice, saying, "Kill him. The owlbear must live." And on the rooftops, all of the archers start sliding down, jumping down, and chasing after you.
And Tumau would love to hop onto Lizzie.
Yep.
As best as he can, with Dahlia intact, and try to scurry away as fast as he can on Lizzie.
Okay, great.
Is that possible?
That's fine. Now you have, because you are an urban ranger. As I said before, any of these kind of pursuit, chasing things, you have at advantage.
Okay. Okay.
So what exactly are you trying to do?
I am trying to get away as fast as I can from trouble, so I can just find a space where we can just recuperate, regenerate, and maybe even find some food for the Albia, and then tend to Dahlia as well.
Okay, great. So, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to make a survival roll at advantage because this is your favorite terrain.
Okay. At advantage. 20. Natural 20. That for real.
Okay, look, the people chase after you, but Lizzie, this giant lizard, is so much faster than they are. And very soon, because of your skill and Lizzie's speed, you easily find some alleyways, whatever you want, and you can find a place. And no problem, you're just way faster than them. On your flight, though, they do, as it's clear that you're getting away from them, 4 arrows are released towards you. Only one of them is any good. One of them is a 22.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
And it does 10 hit points damage to you. But then after that, taking that shot, going around corner into the darkness, you outdistance them easily.
Nice.
And you find, just as you're looking for, a space, okay? Yugi is clinging to you. It's dark, it's abandoned space. What are you doing?
I know Yugi's getting a bit too overwhelmed at the moment, so I'm just gonna try and find some hay or something soft just to make a little kind of bed space for Yugi. So I just like, grab Yugi, and it's okay, buddy.
Yeah.
You just need a rest, and then I'm putting Yugi onto this soft place. Lizzie, I just want to find something around for Lizzie to chew on, because I think Lizzie, just want to award Lizzie for getting us. So yeah, maybe a little mouse scurries by. I don't know, let's grab it. Oh, there you go, Lizzie. And then Dahlia, just check on Dahlia's vitals and see if she's breathing.
Make a medicine check.
15?
You don't have any pluses for medicine, do you?
Plus 4, 19.
Okay.
You?
Look. She's either dead or dying. Her heart seems to have stopped. But the weird thing is there is the faintest of breath. But her heart is either stopped or so slow that it's you do not have the skills to see to her.
Tumau's trying to think, what can I do? All he can do is think to himself, okay, whatever happens, I need to keep Dahlia away from arrows or anyone, because I think once we find the necessary help, she can live again or regain full strength. So he just kind of picks up Dahlia, and then kind of lies her right next to Albia, and so then puts her arm, hopefully just puts her arm around Albia, and so Dahlia has something warm.
Great.
To hold on to.
Nice. And then and unfortunately, you hear the sound of the thieves who have been chasing you in the streets around, clearly searching for you. Let's change our scene.
Okay.
Let us change our scene to you, Nuna. Nuna. It has been a few years. You have now been appointed the first ambassador from the Orcish kingdom to Aratai. In this incredible house. So, we find you, it's late in the evening. The cook and the steward of the house that you're in have gone to bed. It is midnight. There have been noises and shouting and disturbance and clues of violence outside. What are you doing, Nuna?
Well, so I would think that Nuna normally spends her evenings in some kind of prayer, especially when it's getting like later into the night, just kind of trying to reconnect with nature as much as she can, since she is so far from the forest that she grew up in. And she is deep in the middle of a city, so I would say that she's trying to do that. But if there is a lot of commotion outside, is that like normal for her to hear, or is it weird to be hearing fight sounds happening outside late at night?
Well, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual for there to be noise at night in this part of town. The Stern Ward is near the wharfs, and there's a lot of foot traffic, a lot of drunken revelry, drunken fights, but this is more. You definitely heard the cling of metal on metal at some point. It sounded much more like a deadly fight than a drunken brawl. That is not common.
I would say that she probably would, upon hearing that, it would have, at first, she would have tried to ignore it because she's like, that's probably just some carts or whatever. But upon hearing the sound of battle, would be like, no, this is way more intense. So she is going to put her armor on and grab her sword. And she is going to try walking out or looking out, seeing if she can see anything what's going on, like the source of the conflict.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, the embassy building that you've been gifted, really, is a 2-story building. Your personal rooms are on the top floor. You can see a little bit out of the bay window by a little bit, but it's probably better vision to go outside. There's a fenced courtyard around, and you could probably find something to climb on to see over the edge of the fence. Those are probably the 2 best options for you.
She, after getting dressed, she would probably go out to the courtyard and see what she can see from there.
So then, standing on something, crates or wood pile, and looking over this stone wall, everything in Aratai is built of stone, which is so different from what you're used to in the Orcish kingdom. Looking over, you can see there's a lot of commotion. There's a whole bunch of people dressed in black are running towards the docks. And then after they've passed, a lone figure detaches itself from the shadows. Can you roll a perception roll for me, please?
Of course. Perception. 18.
Is an old man, a drunken old man. He's bald on top. He's got rough hair around the sides, like Captain Picard who's gone to seed. And he's kind of hobbles, drunken, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of making a zigzaggy, not a beeline, a Z-line towards, in your direction. Walking on a staff, just kind of muttering to himself.
Nuna would make sure that whatever needed to be like locked about the house so it wasn't left kind of untended would be, and then she would head out to whoever seems like they're approaching the embassy anyway.
So you head out, and this drunken man comes up to you and says, You from the embassy?
Yes, hi. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah. Message for you. Can we go inside?
I would prefer if we stayed out here. I mean, it's so nice this evening.
Yeah, okay. And he kind of stumbles and puts his hand onto your shoulder. And then
Okay.
his voice changes and the drunkenness is gone. And he says, "My name's Pongo. I've been told by Zenok that you owe him a favor.
What do you want?
It's two half-elves." And he kind of staggers back, spits on the ground, and then kind of leans back into you and says, "Two half-elves, one named Dahlia, one named Tumau. I've told them to come here for refuge. Zenok said to come here for refuge."
Of course. Are they coming now?
I thought they'd be here by now.
It's just me. Do I need to go looking for them?
I don't...
Are they hurt?
Probably. Zenok told me to then go back and get and tell him what had transpired. So I'm going to go back to Zenok now and give him information. I guess if they come, they come. If they come, please look after them.
Is that all?
I guess that's all. What Zenok, what he usually does is I used to work for him. What he usually does is, in situations like this, he sends a signed and sealed letter to prove that it's from him. I don't have something like that, but
does he seem like he's lying to me?
why don't you make an insight roll?
I gladly will. That's another 18.
He seems to be on the level. He's doing an incredibly good job acting drunk whenever he pulls away from you. And when he comes closer to you, his voice is definitely sober.
Okay.
You don't detect any sense of ill intent or malice or deception.
Okay. Please, there's no need for proof. If someone needs care, they can come by. Just that's fine.
All right. I'll go now, and hopefully they're okay. Thank you very much. And he turns and starts hobbling off at surprising speed, still kind of swaying from side to side in a fake drunken manner as he leaves your side.
Do I see any people around me that are, like dressed in those same like black clothes that they were all running around in, or anyone, I guess, on the other side of that who fits the description of who Pongo was describing, or anything like that? Yeah, sure. Your perception roll before was pretty good, but I'd like you to make another one. You have dark vision as well, right? I do. I do have, I think so. Okay, great, thanks. Yes, I do. That is perception 19. Oh my goodness! She's just like on it. She's like, you know what? I was in prayer. Koshasha has blessed mine eyes tonight. Koshasha. Hey, look. It appears that they've all left. They've all gone towards the docks, towards the wharves. Okay. Well, I will make my way back inside, and I would think that like there are probably some kind of like candle or torchlight that will be put up, sort of like as it gets into the evening, and then put out like overnight. She will light one of them. Yes. Just outside the front door, and then she will go inside and she will wait.
Thank you. And we go back to Tumau. Tumau, the sounds, they're coming closer. I'm going to be doing, here they go. They're going to be doing some tracking of their own to try to find you and this big lizard.
Okay.
And an owl bear that has uncontrollable squawks.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. No, don't do it.
The voices, you know, are kind of around. You hear kind of little calls back and forth. Yugi just doesn't shut up. Yugi kind of climbs up to you and kind of pecks at your cheek the way that she did with Dahlia and snuggles into you.
Tumau is thinking, okay, we can't stay here, and he wants to now try and mount Dahlia back on Lizzie and secure her properly, and gets Yugi on top of his back, and in his mind he's trying to mind map how can I get from here to the monastery, or the embassy, sorry, as quickly as possible, as undetected as possible as well. So he starts readying. He's like, yeah, he knows that they're only sitting ducks if they stay there. So he hops onto Lizzie and wants to navigate his way out of this place that he's found hiding in, and out onto the street and see if he can, in his urban mind, he's trying to map out the quickest route from here to the embassy.
And as you come out, they had tracked you. They had been drawing a net around you. They had all the entrances covered. You come out, 3 arrows, fly. 2 for Lizzie, 1 for you. The one for you is a natural 20.
Hits.
I rolled snake eyes. I rolled minimum damage.
Okay, sweet. It hits. Yep. It just hits him on the shoulder, and then he just Tumau just snaps off the arrow there, leaves it in there, but he's still able to control Lizzie. Any of the arrows hit Lizzie?
Yep. And one of them hits Lizzie. She's pretty tough though.
She's pretty tough. All right, sweet. And then Tumau just says, whispers to Lizzie, "Go." And which means he wants to just scurry out as much as possible, because Lizzie can climb walls, right?
She can climb walls!
Yes! So he would love to, just to head into a space that evades the arrows. And if
okay,
Lizzie
and
can
I want
climb
you to
over.
do that survival roll at advantage again.
Yep.
As they get one more set of shots off at you.
16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Karai calls out, "Over here!" And 3 more arrows fling at you. The one for you is not good. It's only 9. Actually, all of them are bad rolls. They get a 9 for you, a 10 for Lizzie, and an 11 for Lizzie, and you are clear.
Sweet. And it's just Tumau sees arrows fly past, and he just wants to get out of there as quickly as possible, but also trying to see if Dahlia doesn't fall off the lizard at the same time. And this also, he would love to take Albia and put him on as like a front pack.
Yeah, sure.
As well. So his she's not on his back at the time. So, and makes his way towards the embassy.
To the embassy.
Yeah.
Excellent. And as you leave that scene, our camera, as it were, sees the smallest red footprint from where Lizzie would have been shot on the wall. And then another little red spot on the wall. And you go towards the embassy. Some minutes later, you find yourself at the embassy. There's a lantern that's been lit.
Tumau sees the lantern that's been lit, and he knows someone's here. But meanwhile, he's constantly watching his back, and now slowing down, making sure Lizzie is okay, and then just slowly making his way towards. Is it like a gate?
There's a gate. There's a gate, and which is. Nuna, did you leave the gate open, or is the gate closed?
I would say the gate, physically is closed, but it's not locked.
Okay. So Tumau makes his way to the gate, looks around a few more times, and then see if he can just push it with his hand, or Lizzie pushes it with her head, and he sees that it's open, and so then he goes, good girl, let's go in, and makes his way through, and then he dismounts Lizzie, and I'd love to just close the gate just to make sure that no one sees that we've come through.
Nuna, surely you noticed this, right?
Yeah, of course.
So
Nuna's probably like waiting in like the foyer, just like waiting. And he's like, surely I'll have two young half-elves just kind of, you know, maybe need some guidance, maybe need a room to stay for the night. And then I just hear like, go, go, go. There's this giant lizard in the courtyard, and someone's unconscious.
And
So yeah, I will get up and I will go to the door.
Okay. And you can see that there's something clinging to the front of this man, this half-elf man. There's something fluffy or feathery or something clinging to her. Yep, so you come over and Tumau?
Hello, are you the owner of this establishment?
In a sense, yes. Are you Tumau? And is this Dahlia?
Yes, that is I.
Come in.
Sorry, who are you?
I'm Nuna. Hi.
Hi. Hey, my friend really needs a lot of help. I think she may be paying.
Of course. Yeah. Please come inside, and I will tend to you, please. And she'll kind of usher them inside, and then she will, once they're there, she will go lock the gate.
The gate is locked. You go inside the manor. It is beautiful. The embassy was once a manor, right? That's why I'm referring to it as a manor. Beautiful furniture, exquisite taste. Even though the outside is stone, like almost all the buildings in Aratai, inside the walls are paneled wood, which is very expensive here in Aratai. Okay, Nuna? Yes, go.
I will, once they kind of get inside, I will usher everyone to the dining room, because that's really the only, like, surface where there's a large table to kind of lay Dahlia out on. She will, Dahlia's on the back of Lizzie, right?
Yes.
So she'll pick her up herself and put her down.
Okay.
And she's gonna start kind of trying to assess the damage, see how bad it is.
Wonderful. Okay, medicine roll, please. And while you're doing that, I'm assuming that Lizzie is outside. She's too big to come in here, probably.
But yeah, Tumau will check up on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
22.
What the heck? Hey, look, it is pretty clear to you. She's been clipped. The wound that she got, you know, it did some damage, but it didn't hit any serious arteries. There's not a lot of bleeding. It didn't hit any vitals. There is no reason why she should be dead, but she appears to be dead at first glance. Then, when checking more closely, like Tumau before, you were able to detect the faintest of exhaling, and that her heartbeat is just so faint. I mean, how much blood it's able to circulate around is probably pretty doubtful.
She will grab her holy symbol and place her hand on Dahlia, even though she doesn't really need to, and she will mumble under her breath in Orcish, and she will cast Healing Word on her.
Okay, and what
in an attempt to stabilize her, probably not to like wake her up, but like to just be like, there's something going on here.
So roll the hit points for Healing Word.
Rip. 4 total.
Okay, and the wound closes up, and as you see the wound closes up, you see there is a little bit, the dried blood around it, there is some discoloration. When the dried blood, now that you're seeing it more closely with the wound closed up completely, it's slightly discolored. It's not the normal color of dried blood.
Could I, upon seeing that, be immediately like perplexed and then walk to the other room and come back with like an herbalism kit? Can I try and like use that to like test for any like toxin or anything like that?
You go get the kit, and before you get back, there's a knocking on the door, on the front door. Your steward has woken up with all this commotion.
Okay.
Your steward is an orc, and asks in Orcish to you, "Should I get the door, or will you?"
So my steward, who was presumably sleeping upstairs prior to this?
Yeah, but with all the noise and things, knows that his duty is to be with you.
Of course. I go check it. I don't know if I would let anyone in yet. I'm wary of anyone that is not already in this house.
Hey, he says, "As you wish." He leaves your side and goes to the front door. Derigan. You're at the front door.
Hello? Hello? Anyone? Come on. Come on. Knock, knock. Silly people. Honestly, who locks an embassy?
The door opens a little bit. You can tell that he's got his leg and his foot against the door, so he just opens it a crack, a few centimeters, and he says, "It's too late for visitors. Come back tomorrow," and starts shutting the door.
Oh no! I'm not a visitor. I'm here on business. Business. I don't do visitations. I do business. Business is easy.
What kind of business?
Well, I mean, if I had to tell you, I don't need to tell you anything. Business. Look, there's a little boy and a little girl in there, and I've got an urgent message. Trust me, they'll know who I am. They'll vouch for me.
Who's the message from?
What does that look like? That's a Zenok.
He says, and so you're holding something up, right?
Yeah. It's just like a little bit of parchment with a wax seal on it.
He says, "Hand it over. I'll hand it to my mistress, and then."
Not quite how it works. You see, when people pay for delivery, they pay for the service.
Okay. He says, "Nuna! Someone says he has a message from Zenok." He's saying this in Orcish. "Zenok, he's like your uncle or something, right?"
Yes. She is going to walk back. She'll meet him at the door, and kind of peek around and just squint at this person.
It's a very big door. I'm sure we could open it a bit further. This seems almost insulting to the architecture at this point.
I'm sorry, why are you here again?
I feel like I'm repeating myself for no good reason.
Oh, it's for a very good reason, I can assure you.
This isn't even meant for you, love. I'm chasing Tumau, sorry. Well, not chasing, pursuing. Not pursuing. If I say anything, it's incriminating. Actually, I'm trying to get a message.
Do you have weapons on you?
yeah. It's got a big sword strapped to his waist. This time under his chainmail. I mean, over his chainmail.
Now, Tumau, you can hear Derigan's voice.
Yeah, and Tumau.
And Yugi does too. And Yugi goes, "Nah." And wakes up. And
hey, little gumnut.
Yeah, Tumau is now like behind.
We're like everyone stacked. Else. There's like three of us.
Okay, hi. Yeah, what are you doing, Derigan?
He peeks out the bottom.
What are you doing? Sorry, he is with us.
I'm standing in a bloody doorway, apparently.
All right. When Tumau says anything, I'll open the door.
And Yugi gets quite excited seeing you again, Derigan.
Hey, how you doing, you little fluff nut? Come here.
And flaps his wings, and a warmth radiates out of Yugi and comes over and nuzzles up to your leg. And how many, 3,000 and how many boosts did you say? 13 boosts.
Yo.
And a warmth goes over you. All three of you get 10 temporary hit points.
Woo.
No. 20 temporary hit points.
Get out of here. On top of
Thanks to the
everything?
generosity of our live followers in chat who have given all
yous.
those bits. Every 500 bits gives some healing. And 13 divided by 3. And 4 inspirations.
Yes.
Wow.
Go.
Like each?
4 inspirations each. 13 divided by
You're
3
kidding
is
me.
4, and we have 1 spare, which I will decide if I want to give to Yugi or the steward or someone else later on.
I love this Albia.
And this warmth, comes over you, okay? And Yugi is kind of dancing around on the ground and talking and muttering away.
Oh, a little chirping. He's not very easy to hide with, is he? Tumau, you look like rubbish, mate.
I feel like shite. It's good to see you, friend.
Yeah, no, it's nice to not be dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know when you wake up, I mean, now it tastes like dirt, but I'm all right.
I don't know how long we're gonna be all right for, but Dahlia's not in a good state.
Oh, well, what happened to her?
Well, she's not dead.
Bonus.
And she's just lying up on a table there in the living room.
Dining room.
Dining room, actually. Yeah.
You got a dining room in here, bloody hell. How many rooms have you got?
Enough.
Enough. Oh, a little bit more than enough. This is bougie.
If you need a place to stay tonight, you both can stay here. That's fine. I would like to get back to tending to your friend. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, Tumau. Yep.
Yeah.
He's
And Tuma kind of goes, "Were you followed?"
I mean, without a doubt. Nothing really goes down in the city without someone else knowing. So I've done my best. I took the streets that I thought were familiar to me, and fingers crossed.
All right.
Nuna, you head in with your herbalism kit. Go ahead,
Yeah.
make that medicine roll.
I'm on checkums. Now's the time. Hell yeah. I'm rolling so well. It's another 22.
Great. She has been poisoned.
Okay.
She's been poisoned, and you can start to make some kind of antidote, but it's going to take some time.
Of course. I will, the second that I know and I've gathered all of that stuff, I will start sort of recounting all the things that I would need to begin this. Tumau, is anything particularly important happening soon for you? Because your friend has been poisoned, and I need some time to make something that will make her not die on my dining room table.
The only thing is that we were told to actually deliver this fluffy ball of goodness
Hello.
And it comes over
a cute little guy.
and ruffles his head against you.
Yeah, she's...
Have I ever seen an owlbear before?
Usually they're pretty dangerous.
Sure. I mean, but I lived in the woods.
Yeah,
so
you would have seen one. They're massive, dangerous things. This is like the size of an adolescent panda, okay?
Okay. Like the size of 2 small toddlers.
Yeah.
Be careful, she likes cheeks, so if just watch out for your cheeks. But yeah,
This is quite the dangerous little friend you have here. Is the reason you're carting this around?
Yes, we're trying to get him to its benefactor down at the docks, as we were told and informed by Zinok. We were to deliver. We didn't. yeah, we didn't intend on all of this trouble being behind, pursuing us. But yeah, we don't have much time, especially if these people are still after us. But whatever you can do for our friend, we really appreciate it. I know she's a pain in the butt to me, but I'm afraid that the person that sent us would like her back alive.
I will do what I can. I will work as fast as I can. I can't make any promises. The state that she is in is quite dire, so.
Why you say die?
Didn't say that.
Sounded like you said die. She's gonna die.
She said die.
You should maybe get your hearing checked.
I probably should. Have you got something for that? Kind of an emergency.
Yes, she'll just like hand you a little tincture. It's like you do 2 drops in each ear every morning. That should help.
And that is when the sound of broken glass breaks the atmosphere. Shattered glass from above, from upstairs.
Whoa.
I wish we had a broken glass sound effect. That was as good as we could. Yeah, nice.
And Tumau immediately stands up, hands on his swords. He goes, "Are you expecting any visitors?"
Not ones that break through my window. And she'll take her sword out too.
Are we all doing this? All right. Adventure time. Swords. By the way, I've got a letter for you, Tumau.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, probably read that before we get going.
And Tumau looks at it.
The letter has a seal on it, and I mean it's the Xenok's family seal. It's handwritten. It's signed by Xenok at the bottom, and it says, "Dahlia, Tumau, rest and recover at Nuna's embassy. Derigan will take Yugi to the docks."
Okay. Well, we are to rest here, and we're supposed to.
Boom! There's a sound at one of the doors down below.
What's it say?
It says you take Yugi down to the docks, and we stay here.
Well, I'm supposed to take you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you get this directly from Xenok?
yeah. I don't know why you tell me to do it. I thought he gave it to you.
That's what I thought too.
Footsteps upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll talk about it
Nuna's
soon.
not listening to whatever shenanigans is happening there. She's going upstairs.
And Nuna, you run upstairs. And that is where we'll take a 10-minute break.
Get out of my house.
I'm gonna set up for what Nuna is about to encounter upstairs. Plus,
I don't like the word encounter.
we're gonna take a quick break.
Nice.
Before we do that, and then on the other side of the break, we'll chat to you very generous people in chat, and then we'll get into our next part. All right, see you guys soon. Nerds with Friends. Our friends Christian and Cody do funny crack-up reviews and interviews around everything nerdish. They have it all covered: superheroes, D&D, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, all of it. And in the last week, they finally got into Magic the Gathering, opened some booster packs, and had some fun. Head to their YouTube and hit them with a like and subscribe and leave comments. You can tune into their podcast everywhere you listen to podcasts. Check them out. They're wonderful.
A new god, a dead king, and a world of consequences. Welcome to Seasons of Skyrend. I am your host and DM, Scott. Join our D&D adventures every week as we explore the world of Skyrend. We focus on the stories of our characters as they come to grips with their impact on the world and uncover secrets long since hidden. The machinations of gods and governments loom large against our party, but the only way to know what comes next is to adventure on. You can join the rebellion with Seasons of Skyrend, available wherever podcasts are found, and on Twitter at Skyrend Podcast, where the story will always continue.
Are you a DM looking for advice from the best in the business, or maybe a player who's been wanting to try to run your own games? Well, How Not to DM has something for you. Each week, host Derek talks to a new guest DM from around the world about their best and worst moments behind the screen. Every DM out there has made mistakes. Mistakes are a valuable part of the learning process, and sometimes people are afraid to try new things because they don't want to mess up. But after you've learned about some of the more common DM blunders, you can go into your games knowing how to deal with them. As an added bonus, each guest shows off their skills in a mini-game with random rolls and generators. They also chat about their cool projects, including game design, podcast streams, and more. So search How Not to DM on your favorite podcast platform, or you can listen on YouTube. Tabletopped is a podcast made for and by TTRPG enthusiasts. Join Nick Perrin and guests each week as they talk about rolling dice, creating stories, designing games experiences, and forging friendships all around the gaming table. If you're new to GMing and looking for how to start, or a veteran looking how to spice up your game, this table is for you. A new episode is released every Monday wherever you get your podcasts. Fate of Ison is a long-running Kiwi RPG podcast with fans all over the world. They just finished their epic 4-year story and are starting again with new players, new characters, and hilarious new adventures. Visit fateofison.com to learn more about the show, check out fan art, and meet the players. Fate of Ison, they're awesome.
Oh.
Hey guys, welcome back.
And that's how you build a house. No.
And that's a secret for free energy. So.
How's everyone doing in chat land? Thanks everyone. Retrovian Player, thanks for the follow. Author, thanks for the follow. Chris Vitti, thanks for the follow. We had some redemptions. In Pigeons, thanks for the follow as well. And for the sub, thank you for that. We had some redemptions. We had a couple side splitters, and we had a Operation Opera, which means we decided Forgeling.
Apparently I will be singing forever.
Just the next couple of minutes.
Or just the next couple of minutes.
Nice. And we have a cheeky music. Well, we'll do the cheeky music, and then and then you guys can think of some jokes. I'll do the cheeky music. So choose a song, and then I have to play it by slapping.
Wait, we have to tell jokes?
Well, we can just get Ronnie to do all the jokes.
What?
Great, I love that. Let's do it.
I mean, ha 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 ha.
Hamilton, Australia here.
Hey, so we need, McClover says, great pipes. Hey, so...
Thank you, I clean them myself.
Hey, we need a song. Hit me with a song, guys. What's a song or a piece of music for me?
What's a good one? Something from Star Wars.
Oh, I was gonna say like "We Will Rock You."
Oh yeah, real rocking. Ding it!
Can't hear it through Zoom even a little bit, but I was like, I'm gonna try and time my head nods with Ronnie.
Just for the whole time, it's just silence and him doing this.
Hydrozel suggested I do Flight of the Bumblebee. That was the first one that Truby and Monique tried to get me to do. It's just impossible. It's just impossible.
That's really damn close, though.
No. Hey, so how's that?
Yes, it was very good and also close, Fahid. We can hear it very well.
Hey, can we hear you guys do the side splitters? Who's going to do a joke?
Okay, I've got one that's been in the back of my head. Okay, teacher gives out a homework to a class of her class. Said you've got to come back tomorrow with a story that has a moral to it. I want you to teach. So 3 kids come back from her class. Little Stephanie in the back says, "Miss, I got one." Yep. And goes, "Okay, Stephanie, what's your moral and what's your story?" And goes, "Well, I live on a farm and my dad got me to collect the eggs and I put them all into this one basket. I went to put it onto the truck. I tripped over and I smashed the basket of eggs." And then said, "Oh, what's the moral to your story?" And goes, "Oh, my dad told me never put all of your eggs in the same basket." And goes, "Oh, that's a good moral. Great story." And then a little Melanie in the back says, "Miss, I got one too." And goes, "Okay, Melanie, what's your story?" And goes, "Well, I was counting all my. I also live on a farm, and we were counting eggs into the basket with my mum. And then we're waiting for it to hatch. But I thought I was going to have 12 little chicks, but only 9 of them hatched." And he goes, "Oh, what's the moral to your story?" And he goes, "Don't count your eggs before they hatch." And he goes, "Oh, that's a pretty awesome story." And then little Johnny in the back, he goes, "Yeah, man, miss, I got a story. And teacher was like, "Oh, okay, little Johnny, what's your story?" He goes, "Well, back in the day, my dad was in the army, and he was like on a plane, and the plane was about to go down, and then like he jumped out of this plane, and then he was like, there was a box of beers with him, and he just drank all the drinks, and then he landed, and the enemy was around him, and he just went, and his gun wasn't working, and then he just took him, and he beat him up with his bare hands." He goes, "Johnny, what the heck is that kind of story? What kind of moral are you gonna get out of that?" And goes, "Don't mess with my uncle when he's drunk."
Hey! Oh, man.
That's fun.
Arguably the most important moral.
That is like the most Islander story. I love it.
I lived with a Samoan family for a few years, and I learned some great jokes, which I can never tell.
That's right. Like this story, I had to PG-fy this story because when it was told to me, it was
you're like halfway through, you're like, wait, hold on, I can't say these words on screen.
Wait, my uncle usually swears in this part when he says this part.
Hey, we'll have to think of what our other joke is, unless Thomas, have you got a joke that you can sing to us?
I have got absolutely no jokes that are G to PG. Most of them reside in a realm that we don't talk of.
Aw, rats.
Hey, I think we're going to get into our thing. I know that there's one more side splitter. We'll try to think of another thing. Hey, I also noticed that we are, if you're new to our show, please hit us with a follow. We are 3 away from 1,400. We're sitting on 1,397. So if we get 3 more follows, that'd be emotionally nice. Okay. Thanks for all the subscriptions that have come in. It's been really helpful. We really appreciate it. But I think we're ready to get into it. You ready, Thomas? I mean, Forgeling, I don't want to say your real name. We don't want people to...
That's all right. My address is...
My phone number is...
Here's my PayPal. Sorry, he knows why. I'm going to stop singing now, if that's all right.
Okay, we're good to go. Mendarii, you good to go?
Yep.
All right. Tasilua tolu fa. Okay. To recap, Nuna, you started heading up the stairs to the sound of footfalls above, and broken glass. I want to hear what is happening with Tumau and Derigan. What are you doing?
Derigan's shoring up his weapon. He's making sure that it's out and it's strapped correctly. And he's sort of he's bracing his feet. He's like, all right, limber up, do a couple of stretches. Oh, this is gonna get gross. Well, wow, all this precious stuff around. I'd hate for it all to get damaged.
Okay, so you're just staying in the dining room. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, he's gonna stay down there with where he's assuming Tumau is, and little Yugi.
Okay, and Tumau, what are you doing?
Yep, Tumau wants to make sure Yugi is placed in a space where people away from harm, whether it's maybe a cupboard of some sort or a closet that he can put her into.
No closets around here.
No. Okay, just under the table that Dahlia's
Under the table, yep,
safely,
right.
And then he just tries to grab something to kind of shield Yugi away with, maybe like push up some chairs against that table kind of thing, and then he's getting ready and he's wanting to head towards the. Was there thumping at the door?
There was some noise on the door down below.
Yeah.
Now, we have got some maps prepared. Can you show the map of the upstairs first? Because we're going to start with Nuna. Please describe exactly how you're going up the stairs. What are you doing exactly?
So is there a way to know like what direction upstairs it sounded like that came from, or what
it's
room?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. All of the rooms have barred windows other than your room.
Oh, right. Yep. There's like a window in there, right? That's like that?
3 windows in the little antechamber next to your bedroom.
Okay. Okay, so I, obviously knowing where that is going to be, I will be... I'm gonna walk up the stairs, and if no one is out in the hallway before, or like when I get up there,
yes,
I would like to go around the corner towards the hallway that is like down to the red room and the blue room.
Yes.
But if there is someone there when I get up there, I would like to just kind of peek my head.
Yes, I understand completely. Great.
Yeah.
So let me set up the map for you then. So there is a hallway with a door. Yeah? Mm-hmm. There is another door which leads up to the attic here. Okay. You've come up the stairs just here. We'll put your mini in. You've just come up the stairs, and sure enough, there is someone who has come out and is being all stealthy right in front of you.
Is there a way to activate the thing that is in front of my door?
Yes, but you have to probably have yes, but it's right over here next to the door.
Okay. Have they noticed me? I would assume they have. I'm not exactly the most quiet person.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well,
Sleeping up in your armor, they pull out their blade. You're up, but you get to go first. What you doing?
Cool. I would like to run over there. I want to hit the button next to them and kind of back up.
Boom, 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 boom. You run. Bonus action. And as you do that, do you want to describe what happens?
Yeah, so there is, so Nuna runs up, and there, I would say, like, so most of the interior of this house is like wooden paneling.
Yeah.
So this isn't actually a switch that people can normally see. There's sort of this like beveling that is in there, and if you like, I guess like twist it with your hand or like bend it, it will kind of just snap out of place. And a little panel in the ceiling will open up, and these little poisonous darts will basically just shower down on one little area in front of the door.
So the guy behind him, and he gets just all these darts go over his head and into his shoulders, and just like that, he falls to the ground dead.
Nice. Cool.
Okay, what are you doing now?
I would like to, I guess, open the door to my room and see if there's anyone else coming in the windows there.
Great. You go and you enter the door. It is dark in there. And there are, in fact, two other thieves have climbed into the room. Your bed is you got your bed there. There's some, you got a bookshelf right behind them, and it leads into your antechamber just on the other side. But let's pause for a moment, and we will go to our other friends. Tumau, what are you doing?
Tumau is surveying the lay of the house down here and seeing where the vantage points is. He doesn't want to attack directly, but he almost wants to stay hidden. And if something does come through, he wants to almost like stealth through the house and take him down. But he also indicates to Derigan that we might be into a bit of we're getting into some trouble.
No, wait, what did you say before? No, we're getting into what? What are we getting to?
Trouble. Yeah, just
right. Yeah. Okay. As long as it's not like a relationship or nothing.
So you're not going anywhere, or you are going somewhere?
Not going to go anywhere. I do want to just stay and make sure that nothing gets to Albia.
Okay, great.
Dahlia.
Thank you, Derigan. What you doing?
Derigan's made his way over to Dahlia on the table.
Okay. And what are you doing?
Just having a bit of a, just like, so you gonna be alright? Just having a little poke, just like on the shoulder, move around a little bit. He's sort of like not super flustered by the situation. It's kind of like this has happened a lot.
Hey, so then with neither of you guys moving, I want you to make perception rolls, please.
Perception of 6.
Only slightly better with an 11.
All right. So we have an upstairs-downstairs situation happening here.
Not an upstairs-downstairs situation.
Yeah, upstairs, downstairs. Jason can reposition it. That's fine. So, you guys are sitting there. Neither of you got decent. So neither of you hear the assassins. They come around the corner. One of them flicks out with a crossbow for Derigan, and the other throws a throwing knife for Tumau.
Ooh, big sneak attack.
They didn't know you didn't know they were there, so they have advantage on you. Tumau, natural 20.
Tumau's.
As the dagger sticks.
So glad we have 20 temporary hit points.
As the dagger sticks into you, and you take 11 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Derigan.
Yep.
Crossbow bolt in the back. Does a 23 hit?
It does a 23 hit. Come on.
Whoa. And you take 13 hit points of damage.
Oh, a little bit mitigated, but still a very valid hit.
Yes, it certainly is.
You took more on the hit that was not a crit.
Okay, so what do you boys do? What are you boys doing now? So actually, let's go into full-blown initiative, which means, and our order is going to be like this. Tumau, you're first. Derigan, second. Nuna, you are lucky last.
Yeah, I'm not. I do not have a good bonus to my initiative. I was like, I'm ready to roll.
Okay, so Tumau.
Yes. Tumau looks at where, can he see where this little dart came from, and he wants to put a hunter's mark on this guy. And he will use, he's gonna draw out a bow and actually aim straight back at him, and he wants to shoot an arrow.
Okay.
11 plus 5, that's 16.
You hit him.
Baboosh! All right, 1d8. 4 plus 3. 7?
Thank you.
7 damage.
That hurts him.
Sweet. And then, you would like to move closer towards both of them.
Okay, great. Thanks. Good. So I'm just setting up our map so you can see what's going on here. 1, 2. Do we have any more small ones? We don't often run out of map making things. That's good. No, it's fine. Okay, so they are through the corridor here.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have Derigan, and we have Tumau.
Okay.
Okay, so Tumau, what you doing?
Yep, so Tumau has shot an arrow towards him, and since he's in that hidden part there, he just wants to, keel back and out of sight.
Okay, thank you.
Did you roll your hunter's mark damage?
Oh, no, I didn't. And because I add that on top,
D6,
right?
yep.
D6 plus 4.
Nice. Total damage was?
7 plus 4, 11.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, very, very badly hurt.
Nice.
Derigan, what you doing?
Derigan getting struck in the shoulder will spin his body around. He just sort of once again take cover behind the wall, much like Tumau as a mirror. And he's going to sort of gander around the room, summon throw, forget for a second, and realize, oh yeah, that's right. He's going to pull a hand axe out of his belt. He's just going to lob it around across back out the door.
Okay, roll.
For a 22.
22!
Nice!
Oh, 22 is a definite hit.
So as it spirals out, it flings and hopefully sticks into something quite important on this other person for a 7.
7. Now, was it the same one that Tumau just hit, or was it the new one?
Flip a coin.
Okay.
It was a bit of almost a blind throw.
Okay. Odds, it is the same one that Tumau's hit. It is, and that person is dead. Oh, the axe embedded in her. Nice. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. And that takes it up to you, Nuna. Back upstairs. Upstairs?
Cool. Yeah. I will run on up.
Run on
Take
up.
a big swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will just go to whoever is closest, and I will try to hit them with my big boy sword.
Okay.
One-handed, because I am wielding my shield currently. So.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm rolling so well tonight. That's a dirty 20.
Dang!
So that is a D8. Oh God! I threw my die across the room. Don't worry about it. Oh my God! That's a max damage. That's a 10 total for.
Nice.
Okay, Mendarii, this one that's wearing a head wrap.
Yep.
10 points of damage is badly hurt, but is still up. It is their turn. One of them goes around you, and sorry to say that we do flanking rules in our game.
Oh, good. Oh, okay.
And which means that both of these rogues get
advantage. Good, thank you for that.
And potentially sneak attack damage.
Cool.
The first one gets a 23 to hit you.
That hits.
The second one gets a 19 to hit you.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, that hits too. I will, as a reaction.
Yeah.
When Nuna gets hit, I'll say by the, I don't know, whoever does more damage to me. So just let me know who that is.
Beard guy.
Beard guy. Okay, so she will use her reaction to basically when they connect with her, lightning starts like bouncing off of her plate and down like his weapon into him, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Which he fails.
Cool. So that is 2d8. I rolled a 7 on the first one, and a 2 on the next one. So 9 points of lightning damage
And he gets,
to him.
he gets smashed back and recoils, banging against the wall right next to you. He is burning. His hair standing on end, little smoky bits coming out of it. Psh, his beard's on fire. But the good news for you is that you take 18 hit points of damage.
Okay, cool.
And it is downstairs.
Okay.
Downstairs.
Thank God for those temp HP, I'm just gonna say.
Downstairs. Coming around the corner. A guy jumps in front. Derigan, yeah! Jumps in front of you. Derigan, you had no idea he was there. He gets, he gets advantage on you, and he rolls a magnificent 12.
All right. So unfortunately, Derigan's got muscle memory. Reflex shot straight up, and it just collides with whatever weapon he's holding and blocks it from even touching him.
Poosh! And the other one, now that the way is blocked, goes run, and is going to attempt to use acrobatics to maneuver through the space over to the table.
Attempt.
And fails badly. Can't get through and can't get a shot across. That is them.
Yep.
Back up to Tumau. Top of the
Tumau wants to move straight in front here.
There's a table in the way.
Okay, I wants to jump up on the table then.
Okay.
And with that, he wants to do this epic thing where he's going to stretch the arrow really tightly, and because they're right in line with each other,
Okay.
he's going to try and shoot an arrow straight through their throats, and hopefully take 2 of them out in one go.
So you want to get an arrow to hit both of them?
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
and you're.
Yeah.
Anything's worth a shot.
Bold move.
Interesting. Let's see how it pans out for him.
You do have you have so much inspiration.
That's right. I'm going to use one of them right now.
One of them. Okay.
Inspiration. Come on,
man.
hit me. With a 5 plus 5. That's
No is the answer. No.
Does it hit one of them?
No. It was
So Mendarii, he seems to have gone for the penetrating shot. How does that play out for him?
Not well, Thomas.
Okay, all right. It's almost as if he bit off more than he could chew, but let's see how this
We'll
resolves.
see how it plays out in the following moments. Let's take a look.
Derigan, you're up. After that terrible shot just goes and embeds in the wall behind.
Think.
Tumau does this, what is quite an elegant maneuver onto the table over Dahlia's body. And Darius kind of like, this is a bit over the top, mate. He's just going to grab his sword out, not even taking it out of the sheath, and he's just going to swing it around and use the cross guard to try and impale this guy straight in the head.
Okay, roll.
For a 23.
Oh! Yep.
So this one's going to be a total of 12 damage.
A bad about a swing.
This guy's tougher than some of the others. He's got a few more hit points than that.
Oh, that's okay. This is an annoying blow to the head.
Okay, kaboosh! You rock his head, definitely, and some blood's trickling down near his temple. Nuna, back upstairs.
Yeah. How are the guys who are on me looking?
Both looking really terrible, to be honest. Lightning beard guy is smoking away, and headdress dude has got this big blade, this big wound.
Okay. She is going to take her shield hand and go, huh, and she's gonna hit her breastplate, and she's gonna cast Thunderclap, and they both need to make Constitution saves.
Okay, here comes Beard dude, succeed!
Rip. Okay, cool. So he takes no damage.
And I got a 16 for headdress.
That definitely succeeds as well. So I guess neither of them take damage. It's fine.
Whap, whap, whap. But
That's what you get when you cast a cantrip.
That's what you get when you cast a cantrip.
That's perfect.
You see all these 20-sided dice I'm rolling, Mendarii?
Why are you doing it to me?
They're still flanking you.
No.
I'm just a bean.
17. Headdress dude.
Misses. Go fuck it.
Okay, so his knife comes out and does what instead of hitting you then?
She kind of catches it. Who is this? Is Beard or is this
No,
headdress guy? Okay, so he's on this side. So that's her sword hand. So she kind of uses the crossguard of her long sword to just push that blade like down and off of trajectory towards her.
Great. Beard guy though recovers, gets a 19. Does that hit?
That hits.
9 hit points of damage. You are taking a beating.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
And downstairs, the tougher of the guys, the guy that came in and attacked Derigan, he's gonna try to push you back, Derigan.
Oh, good luck.
Well, he doesn't even hit your AC, I don't think. 15, does that hit you?
It does not.
Well, he does useless then.
Stop that.
And,
Why?
gosh, he's blocking the way. So annoying.
Yes.
So he's blocking the way for the other guy behind. The guy behind takes a step back, gets a throwing knife out to Tumau, and flicks a throwing knife at you, Tumau.
Okay, try me.
He tries you, he gets an 8.
Aha! Nothing.
Man.
Tumau just sees it, and he just like hits it past with his bow.
Yugi is distressed by everything that's going on and tries to kind of pull Dahlia off of the table. You're standing right over the top of Dahlia, Tumau.
Yes.
Okay, and so Yugi pulls Dahlia, and here's her mini, off the table. So she's away from all of the violence. Tumau, it's up to your turn.
Tumau takes out his longsword, and he just wants to pretty much just thrust it into the guy here in the doorway.
Okay.
And also, am I able to kick him as well? Just that, so he.
You get 1 attack. You're only 2nd level. You're not super cool yet.
I'm super cool.
I know.
Okay.
In your mind, you are.
Sweet. Yeah. He just wants that. Tumau just wants to almost hop off the table and just like drive his sword into big dude in the doorway. With a 15 plus his sword damage is 5.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yo.
Roll damage.
1d6 plus 3, 7.
Gone. He's gone. And you can move if you want.
Yep, and I just want to move back here, just there, because I'm aware that there's a dude in the door there, and he indicates to Derigan that
Okay.
one more.
Derigan, you're up, buddy.
Derigan, once again, leaving his sword in his sheath, he's aware that swinging a bladed weapon in an enclosed room is dangerous for pretty much everyone involved. So not wanting to hurt the unconscious lady on the table, the poor little owlbear, or Tumau himself, he's just going to rush back out there. This time he's keeping his sword, holding it by the scabbard, and is going to wail once more into the head of this person waiting outside.
Okay, do it.
For a 22.
Ooh, you guys are getting such good rolls, and I'm getting such bad ones. Actually, I did some good pretty damage, didn't I?
You did some
What are you
brutal
talking
damage.
about? You've done literally 27 points of damage to me. I'm level 2.
Just as well Yugi's here to give you those hit points. So,
Yugi, please.
what did Derigan get for damage?
So an 11.
And it, straight to the face, gone, down.
All right. So this time it's not necessarily the point of the crossguard, but rather the pommel of the blade just collides with the jaw and snaps the neck just around a little bit, sending it and crumbling the body to the floor.
Nuna, back to you. You're still surrounded.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. She is going to turn on very specifically Beard Boy and is just tired of this. So she is going to hit her shield once more.
Yep.
In his direction specifically and cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. Yeah, what does it
which is a
do?
wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Not good at that. Okay, fails.
Great, incredible. So he takes 1d12 necrotic damage.
Youchie doggies.
That is 6 points of necrotic damage
Towards Beard.
toward Beard Boy.
Beard Boy with a smoking beard. The necrotic damage sucks the life out of him. What little
Yes.
remains, and he crumbles to the ground, to the floor in front of you.
Incredible. I will also bonus action cast Healing Word on myself. Which is
Okay, the headgear in front of you. Shall
I will also turn to face headgear scarf man.
Yeah.
And just kind of like look him down. A little bit of like lightning just crackling throughout the eyes. Just like looking.
Headgear disengages and runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and runs out. As he's running, says, "I think the owlbear is downstairs." The owlbear, kind of, I don't know, senses that there's, senses something and starts looking upstairs and kind of with its claw pointing upstairs with its wing. Wing? Do they have wings? Arm?
Hand.
They're claws,
Yeah.
but they've got it's like feathered arms.
Yeah. Pointing upstairs direction and whining away.
What are you trying to say? What?
Tumau.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Tumau notices Albert on the table and behaving, and he's looking in a direction to. Is there trouble out there? But he still doesn't want to leave her alone. Tumau's gonna grab Albert and have Albert on his back.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And do what?
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah, we're still in initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
So you put owlbear on your back and do anything else. You can move as well if you want.
He just wants to keep safe. He's in 2 minds.
4, 3.
Puts Albert back down, and he's just gonna stay nearby, but at the same time he's gonna Derigan. I think
Nuna.
Nuna might need our help. I'll stay here with Albert if you can help him out.
Derigan, you're up.
Yes, but mate, I don't know. Are we right to leave, Dahlia? And like, we're putting all our precious cargo in one room. I'm not sure if one person's going to be enough.
You're right.
Nuna does need our help. Is Nuna? Is that her name? I just thought it was Orc chick.
Wow.
Nuna. All right. Yes. I didn't pick it.
You're right about
I didn't either. It's fine.
No, look, you're right. We need to stay with Yuki, but I don't know. I could try.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, Nuna, what you doing? The thief headdress has just run away from you.
I'm chasing after him. Ain't he getting away on my watch? Not today, sir.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you can get right up to him because he. Yep. Go for it.
Is it possible? Well, I guess I'll roll to hit first, but I was wondering if it was possible, like if I do hit, for me to kick him down the stairs.
Mm-hmm, yeah, he's right there. He's right near the banister, definitely.
Spot.
Oh, that was not good, so I'm going to use my inspirations. I rolled a 2, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. That's a little better. Is this like an unarmed strike?
Uh-huh.
Or...
If you're doing a kick, then it is.
Yes, so it's actually the same thing if I were attacking with my sword, lol. So that is 15?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, okay, cool.
All right.
So I don't know if I rolled damage really, because I'm kicking. Technically my unarmed strike apparently does 3 damage.
Yeah, sure.
Plus however much they take falling down the stairs.
What I'm going to say is I'm going to give him a strength check at disadvantage because he's running that kind of direction and you're trying to push him that direction. So that's the ruling I'm going to make, and he fails it. and
Incredible.
goes. You can do some damage. You got spiky boots on if you want to do damage with your kick.
I would like to do that. How? Do you want me to roll anything?
Yeah, roll a 1d2 and add your strength damage on.
Cool. Okay. So 2 plus 2, 4 points of damage.
And he falls. Your spiky boot hits him in the back. You break some ribs or something. He hits the banister, falls down, lands on his head. There's a horrible cracking sound as he tumbles down the stairs and lies broken at the base of the stairs.
Nice. I will then, if I have any movement, continue walking downstairs. But I don't know if I do. I don't know how far I walk to get over.
No, you've moved your full 6 plus the attack.
Okay. Cool. Then I will lead.
Nuna. Behind you, there's a little sound of something crashing, clink, smashing, like a bottle smashing behind you. Followed by a whoosh from in your bedroom or in the antechamber beyond it. Tumau and Derigan, I want perception rolls again.
Okay. I'll take it. 15.
22.
Excellent. Okay. Tumau and Derigan, you guys both can hear that there is movement coming from the front door. It gets broken open pretty loudly. And is that a shot? Okay, well, we'll just leave it because we might not need that. And some people have definitely entered the building from the front door, which is around the corner to Derigan's left. Tumau, what you doing?
Tumau definitely gets Albia on his back, and he's gonna try and get Derigan. If you could take Dahlia, is Dahlia? Yeah, Dahlia. And we're gonna try and get. Well, I'm gonna try and get away from whatever's actually coming through that door.
Okay.
And try to actually find Nuna and ask her if there's a back door to this place that we can escape.
To get to Nuna, then you're going to try to find the stairs to try to. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Trying to find the stairs. Okay. Derigan, what you doing, buddy?
Derigan's gonna do his best to try and pick Dahlia up.
Okay, it's easy.
And yep, going back up those stairs.
Okay, you guys.
Clambering over a broken body of that's a bit gross. Doesn't want to bloody his boots.
Hey, so Nuna, you coming down the stairs, you meet them at the base of the stairs.
Well, hold on. If there was like a sound.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
You're up. What do you want to do, Mendarii?
Well, I heard a sound of like a breaking bottle. Does it sound like there's flames happening in the other room? Or,
bonus points to you.
Thank you. We love us a Molotov cocktail. Okay, also, question to you about the attic space. Since I don't have like a picture of that. It's just like a rectangular room. Is there like any way like up to it, out of it, way to secure it like how other things in this house are, or no? No. Okay.
They're built. The other protective measures are built into the house.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So. Crap. Well, I want to do something, but I kind of want to wait.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'll wait to see kind of what happens with everything, with the fire and the whatnots. So.
Okay, so Nuna, just so behind you, you can definitely see that from behind you in your antechamber room. Mm-hmm. Exactly, a Molotov cocktail or a flammable container with oil has been thrown into the window, and flames are spreading across your beautiful wooden floor.
How could it do it to me?
Across the wooden floor. Tumau
Okay.
and Derigan. What are you doing?
We make our way towards, well, indicates that.
Stairs.
Up the stairs?
Yep, up the stairs.
Okay. And?
We see a body at the bottom of the stairs. Step over it.
And you're all in this cramped space. It usually wouldn't be cramped if you guys weren't holding weapons and shields and armor and things like that.
Yeah. Oh God. Nanya, come on. Nanya, is that it? Nanya, damn business. Do we? How do we get out? Come on. There's got to be. You've got to have a spare secret door, secret door.
Is there a way out of here, Nuna? That isn't the
I
front
don't-
door.
Why are you hesitating?
There is a servant's entrance, but it's downstairs. I don't think that, I think that people are coming in down that way. The only room up here that doesn't have bars on the windows is through there. She's gonna point at the fire. There is almost certainly someone outside of it, but we could probably go out that way, and I have a way to get us through if we need to.
Right.
Through
What
the
about
fire.
an option S for safety?
What? I didn't hear what you said.
Well, hold on. Where's your manservant?
Oh no, he ran away. I was like, no, go leave.
Right. Okay, I was worried about him.
I didn't want him to die. I was like, why don't you go fetch ingredients for a poison? That's almost certainly what I asked him to do, so he was not in this building.
Yeah, and he's gone a long time ago.
Yeah, he's good.
Must be very nice.
He's good, he's safe, he's fine.
Hey, hey guys. The moment Yugi gets up to you, thanks to the generosity of one of our live Dixon,
Thank you,
who
Dixon.
cheered 1,000 bits. That's 2 waves of healing. Nuna, 10 temporary hit points wash over you.
Yes.
And
This is my favorite bear.
and the other 10, who's the most hurt, apparently? Who looks the most hurt of you guys? Probably Tumau.
Yeah.
Tumo's got an arrowhead in him still. I
Okay, Tumau, you get the other 10 temporary hits.
Nice. Okay, I'll take that.
Thanks, Dixon, for that.
Thank you, Dixon.
Thank you, Yugi. And an extra inspiration comes. So we got 2 spare inspirations, which I'm not going to assign yet. Mendarii.
I will, since this is kind of the only way out from up here, and it kind of seems like people are coming in from downstairs a lot and whatever, I will use my last spell slot, sad. Second level, being second level is so sad. I will cast Create or Destroy Water.
Whoa!
And
use for it.
Nice.
Yeah, and I am going to have. I'm gonna basically call down a like a cloud, and that'll form in that room, and it will start raining in there and extinguishing the flames.
Really good. That's excellent. Thank you.
Derigan's gonna shoot a look just quickly over to Tumo. It's like, was that magic?
Tumo's
Did
like,
you see magic?
yeah.
Shh,
Like,
it's fine.
No way to explain this weird phenomenon outside of religion.
She will. She'll tap her holy symbol, which is on her shield.
It's like, oh, okay. I'm sure that's not dangerous to any of us at all. Okay, all right.
Don't get on my bad side; it won't be dangerous to you. Let's go. She's gonna walk towards the window.
Okay, so you move into the room where your little cloud is dropping rain in there. Tumau and Derigan.
We follow.
Yep.
Okay, you follow. Great. So,
Oh, we don't forget Dahlia.
and Dahlia. We're just going to assume Dahlia is being carried. Yeah, it
Yep.
just
Accidentally bump a head on the wall a couple of times. Oh, yeah, this poor girl.
As you walk into the room, another like fleet of little darts just like
Yes.
fall out as you hit the little.
Whoa.
Derigan, you're pretty sure you hear the sound of a creaking door somewhere behind you.
All right. Turns around, tries to close the back door, like puts Dahlia down, tries to close the door behind him.
Okay, you come over to the door, and as you do, One Eye steps out
Get out of here.
and says, "Move out of the way," and shoots for Tumau.
What? What did I do to him?
But he gets, at least half cover because there's a door and also a Derigan in the way, right, DM?
And thankfully for the half cover and the Derigan in the way, the arrow goes astray and One Eye moves around the corner out of vision. Tumau, what you doing, buddy?
Tumau wants to quickly move and just kick the door closed.
Oh, Derigan was kind of already doing
okay,
that. So Derigan, I'll say that you can close the door if you want to, Derigan.
Yeah, slam the door closed.
Yeah.
Slam.
And then Tumau's then gonna move the bed and right there and like block off the door. And,
While they're messing around with the door, can I tell them how to engage the doorknobs?
Yeah. What do you tell them?
I will say to turn.
Turn them.
No, like turn the knob like counterclockwise twice quickly and then clockwise once, and it'll go like click click, and a little needle will pop out on the other side, but I guess you can't really see it.
Great, thank you.
We do
okay,
exactly that.
So Tumau's, you're pushing the bed,
Yep.
which probably means that Derigan's best to do the doorknob.
Yep, yeah, he'll try and go twice to the right and once to the left, or
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
No, the other way.
No, left, right.
Left first.
It's like it just keeps clicking. It's like, oh, what is this? Surely it's supposed to okay, and then like, shink. He just hears like a little. Whoop.
Nice. Okay, you have now secured the room. There's a bed in front of the door. The door is closed. The trap has been set. Nice. What's your next play, guys?
do we just do?
I think we GTFO. I think we go out this window.
Gotta go.
Nope. Done.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Derigan goes first.
How far down is it?
Second story. So what's that? 2.5 meters?
10 feet.
3 meters, 10, 12
Oh,
feet?
3 meters. That's nothing.
You can easily get down there.
That's like how tall I am.
Hey!
And
Oh,
then
yes.
nobody believed him.
Okay, so Derigan, you jumping.
Derigan's gonna scarper out the window, lower himself down. He's left Dahlia up there. He just assumed that he could get.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And who's next?
Come on! I don't know how many people are out there.
I'll try and hand Dahlia down. To
Oh, all
Derigan.
right. Yeah, interesting. Oh God.
You start handing Dahlia down, and you hear from the other side of the door, ow! Ah! And a click
Beautiful.
from the door as the trap is triggered.
The
You
old
hand Dahlia
trap
down
number.
to Derigan. Okay, then what's the next plan?
I will try
Wait,
and be
Yugi.
shutting them out. Before
Yep.
I'm gonna be the last one through. So
Okay.
I'm gonna lower Yugi down to Derigan, and then myself lower myself down as well.
Okay, Derigan, Yugi gets lowered down to you.
Derigan's gonna take that moment to hold onto Yugi as if the note had entrusted him to him, and he's gonna take one of his belts and he's gonna strap that around his chest and around Yugi, so it's like he's mounted there.
Okay, and Tumau, you start climbing down.
Yep. But also just keep an eye. Are you gonna be all right? And
yeah, I'm fine. I'm right behind you. Okay. She's gonna shut the door, and she's also going to engage this handle as well.
Okay, now, from outside, you hear a hissing, you don't hear this, Nuna, only Tumau and Derigan. A hissing feminine voice says, Derigan, now! Derigan, now!
It sort of echoes into his head, and suddenly he is full pelt. He looks at Dahlia on the ground, looks back up the window, and then just legs it. He's running out of there as fast as he can.
A traitor! A bad guy! I knew it from the moment I saw him!
And Tumau, the people who had thrown the Molotov cocktail, seeing you just holding on, saying to Nuna, "Are you okay? A nice still target?" And arrows arc through the dark of the night, straight for you.
Get out of here.
Natural 20.
Oh my.
Oof.
11.
It doesn't hit.
21.
2 arrows in my back.
Arrows in the back. 14 hit points. Are you still up?
I am still up thanks to donors.
Thanks to Yugi. Can you do a strength saving throw
Yes.
at a DC 14 to see if you can keep your hold onto the windowsill? DC 14
12. Wait.
plus your strength. It's a strength saving throw.
Okay.
So I think you're proficient with that.
Strength plus 2. Yes. 14.
You can stay up there if you want.
He just
Or
Yeah, like he takes full on, and he's barely holding on. But I think he just wants to get off the balcony, and then just allows himself just to fall down, just to see if he can land on his feet.
Yeah,
and then,
no problem. Okay, Nuna, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get down, and if I need to make a check for that, I will do so.
I haven't made anyone else make it. It's
Nice,
pretty
good for me.
small.
So I will jump down, and I will try to interpose myself as much as I can between like whoever is attacking and
All right.
Well, what is your character's name?
Tumau.
Tumau.
Then I'd like you to make a perception roll to see if you can see where these roguey, sneaky people have been.
The roguey sneaky boys. Do I want to? You know what? I've got so many inspirations. I rolled pretty well. Oh, question to you. Do I get to take the higher, right? I don't have
You
to take the
totally
next
do.
roll?
Yep. You can
Okay.
roll 2. Take the highest one.
I rolled decently, but I want to see if I can roll higher. I did not, unfortunately. 17 still.
Okay. Look. On the building outside of your courtyard, on the other side of the stone wall of your courtyard, on the building, there's a. I'm going to put the mini here, so in the middle of our map, just so you can see what they look like. You can just barely see with your dark vision a mask over the bottom part of the face, and a bow, and clearly in charge with a couple of other thieves on either side. And they are moving in the same direction as Derigan. And let us go back in time a couple of hours ago. Let's go back in time a couple of hours ago. Derigan, when you woke up a couple of hours ago with the acrid, bitter taste of an antidote in your mouth.
Why have we got to use that stuff? That stuff's awful. One eye, you prick.
He smirks and goes, "You were always a little too slow, weren't you, Derigan?"
You know what? I know that you're wearing a mask, but I can still hear a smirk on your stupid face.
And there's an elf, it's Reka, and she doesn't look, her skin is pale. The effects of 5 years ago are still on her visage. But there's also kind of a recklessness in her temperament. She puts the vial of the antidote, puts a stopper back on it, puts it in a pouch, and says, "Get up, Derigan, there's more for you to do," and reaches her hand down to boost you up.
Yep, all right. It's making me a little bit woozy, but yep. Oh, gravity's an issue. All right. Oh. Okay. All right. Stable. All right. Whoa. What's the job? What do we got? Oh, my head hurts. Why are you so loud?
She pulls out of the same bag that she just put the vial in a piece of paper that's folded that has a seal on it and says, "We're tracking them. When we find where they've gone, where they are, they have to hold up sometime tonight. They can't stay out in the open forever. When we found where they are, you take this letter, pretend that it's from Zinok. You must convince them that it's from him. And bring me Yugi. It is essential. And then our deal is done."
Oh, yeah? Well, I mean, if that's all I need to do and that's the end of it, then I can dust my hands of you, creepy lot, and that drunkard who's always been a bit of an issue.
That's all.
So I'll tell you what. Done. Absolutely done. Oh, looks a little Zenok-y, doesn't it? You do this?
I did this, trained by my own father. I know how to write his signature when I need to. She hands it to you.
All right, he stuffs that into his pouch, and he's sort of like, "All right, well, tell your men to tell me where they are, and I'll get there. I've got a way with words, you see. I can be really, good wordy,
Yes.
eloquent."
And we find ourselves back 2 hours later with you running into the darkness. Tumau, arrows behind, arrows in his back. Nuna climbing down. You know that Reka and others are running parallel to you. Well, you just left one eye in the building. What are you doing, Derigan?
Oh, he's all right. He's a creep. If he's got a busted hand, that's not my fault. He's going to keep legging it. He's going to make his way down to the docks. Not down to the docks. He's going to go where Reka instructed him to go for the handoff.
Thank
I assume there is a base.
Yes. And you get a whole 2 turns of moving because Tumau, you were up there.
Tumau's it.
By the time you get down,
He's
gone around the corner. He's not even visible. What are you doing, Tumau?
Tumau is a bit confused at first, looking around for Derigan, thinking he was here. He sees Dahlia on the ground and Derigan! And he's in pain, and then he realizes, coin drops, Derigan's got Yugi. Yugi's not here. But he swears to himself, and then he just picks up Dahlia, and he wants to start running as well. And then asking first to Nuna if he saw. Did you see where Derigan went to? And then he wants to pursue.
Okay, thank you, Nuna. What are you doing?
So it looks like people have turned their attention to Derigan, correct, and not on Tumau anymore, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. I will. Did I see where he went?
You were looking around specifically for the people who were shooting.
Right.
Right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So that's what you were looking for, and that's what you saw. He ran around the corner, probably towards the front gate, but you don't know for certain, and he's out of sight.
Is it a walled-in area that we're in right now?
It sure is.
Oh, okay. And is the only way out the front door?
Or jumping
front?
or jumping the wall.
Okay, then I will say this way. It's the only way out.
This way.
And I will lead him to the front door.
Is this the same front gate that we came through?
Yes.
I'm assuming also my girl Lizzie the lizard is parked outside somewhere?
She's somewhere in the front.
Tumau goes like, Lizzie! And then if Lizzie comes scurrying from somewhere and then wants to put Dahlia on there, and then can we fit another person? Can we fit Nuna on there? Couldn't it, if all three of us on a giant lizard?
You're gonna try to fit all of you on the giant lizard?
If that's, I'm gonna ask Nuna first. Is she comfortable on a lizard? Though? Have you ever ridden a lizard before?
Not a lizard, no, other things. Did you guys... I'm trying to think if she would leave the embassy behind.
You know there's people in there.
Yeah, I think that she is going to look up at Tumau, and she will say, may Koshasha bless your journey, and she is going to use her channel divinity to regain a spell slot.
Okay.
And cast Sanctuary on him.
Whoa! So Sanctuary.
Thank you.
So, for the next minute, and it just lasts for a minute, anyone who tries to attack you has to make a wisdom save, or they cannot try and hit you, but you can't try and attack people, which I don't assume that you will, but just letting you know. So, she's gonna do that, and she's going to be like, I can't leave. And she's gonna turn back, do that, and run back inside.
Yeah. Tumau looks at Nuna, says, thank you, sincerely. You've been a great help.
Of course.
All right, take care. And then, but I've got to get that out.
And then she'll also, I don't think that she had time to make the antitoxin stuff, but she'll shove herbs or whatever in his pocket also as she's doing that to be like, maybe you can make it.
Herbs, thank you.
And Dahlia is, you did some healing on her before. The wound wasn't particularly bad. She kind of groans a little bit.
She's still alive. It's all right, Dahlia.
And you get on top of Lizzie. All this interaction means, Derigan, you have got a huge head start. What are you doing, buddy?
So he's really going for the palm off. So he wants Yugi out of his possession as quickly as possible, because that means that he can then lose tracks.
Hey, so as I said, Reiko was running parallel to you.
Yeah, okay.
You've got 4 whole rounds between the 2 rounds that it took them to kind of get towards Lizzie, and then the conversation, look, I need to stay here, take these herbs. They get on, you got 4 whole rounds of getting away. That's, plenty of time. Reika connects with you and says, you've done well. Our business is concluded. And holds her hands out for Yugi.
Alright, and I get what was agreed upon. A couple of free passes, and another favor with old One Eye where it doesn't kill me again, right?
Yes, as agreed. And she looks at this owl bear, and she says, your blood is very, very valuable.
Wait, what?
Starts running into the shadows.
Oh.
And with that, we finish our episode.
Get out of here.
And with that, we finish the day. Nuna heading into the embassy to rid it of its enemies. Tumau on Lizzie, chasing, in vain perhaps, after Derigan and Yugi.
With 2 arrows.
Derigan, what are you doing?
I think Derigan's just sort of frozen in his spot. It's like, oh, was that a bad thing I just did? How bad is bad? Where's my moral compass?
What is bad?
Yeah, I'm sure some people have done worse things.
Yeah.
I can't believe you gave up this little bear who loved and trusted you.
The innocent bear.
He loved you.
It's like
He was so excited he squeaked with joy.
And love is temporary and a fleeting concept, so...
It's like
I guess it is if you hand it away.
Wow.
Well, look, eventually everyone's blood needs to get drunk at least once. So,
Jesus Christ.
oh my god. Says Count Dracula. What's the name of those bears that used to the show and used to have like hearts on their chests and they used to shoot love out of
Care Bears?
Care Bears. It's like
Scary.
you just gave away a Care Bear.
You just gave away a Care Bear. You
Bears
just
freak me out.
sacrificed a Care Bear for your own personal selfish
Care
gain.
Bears use cultist magic, and I'm sure of it. Because they stand in circles, screaming spells.
They held hands. And then,
Yeah,
Hands.
that's a ritual.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for Mendarii, Forgeling. It's been so great having you with us. That was a lot of fun. Thanks to our followers. Thanks to everyone
you.
who's hit us with a subscription along the way. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit us with a subscribe as well. And please put comments in the video because that tells the algorithm to share it with other people. If you're watching on Twitch, please hit us with a follow. Subscriptions are always helpful. And definitely go to Mendarii's channel.
yes, please.
Give Mendarii a sub and a follow. And go
goodness.
to Deerstalker Pictures on YouTube. Hit them with a subscribe. Watch all of the content. You'll see Forgeling plays a brilliant, over-the-top bard. Do you think you're over the top? Your bard?
Do I think I'm over the top?
Yeah.
No, I think it's fairly tame. It's kind of like a mid bard.
Mid bad.
So he's over the top.
mid.
Bardy bard.
Birdie bird.
Oh, he's the hardiest bard.
Yes. So and such funny crack up content. Really love it. So please hit them as well. Now I want you guys to do your big self promotion in a moment, but let's just say thanks to our sponsors.
Yes, thank you so much to Nine Realms for always having our back when it comes to rolling dice. They can provide some wonderful dice towers, of course, spaces to actually keep your dice, and they make it look real sexy as well. So thank you so much to Nine Realms for providing us with that.
And we've got their logo on the front, but you can get your own custom artwork on them. They also do DM screens and a whole bunch of other stuff. They're really brilliant. And if you go to their website, use the code LEGENDS10, you get a 10% discount.
Discounts. And also massive thank you to BD&D.
Yeah.
Our wonderful BD&D friends who constantly provide, they provide everything from dices.
How many pages of dice do they have on their website?
Hundreds?
22.
Oh, 22. 100 minus. 20. But yes, they provide more than just dices, of course. They've got board games. They've also provide you with a lot of, what am I missing?
They do paints for minis. They've got Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering,
both
yes.
boosters and singles.
Nice.
And all the books and modules you need.
And you can also get a discount from them as well via our our code is Dice Legenz with a Z. But yes, hit them up and they'll give you a 10% discount.
And we love them. And their prices are already good. So head to BD&D. Sing along.
BD&D.
Solo Mendarii.
BD&D.
Forgeling, go.
Nice.
Oh, blurry. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry to have put you under the bus like that, but I don't feel sorry at all.
I'm sorry that I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Patreons, we love you guys.
Yes.
Patreons are such a valuable part of our channel. We really appreciate it. And this week we've got a really cool challenge coming up for our world builders. Please if you're not a Patreon, head over to our Patreon page. And as always, our Patreons get a discount in our merchandise store where you can get t-shirts, general D&D ones, and also ones for our specifically for our channel, and mugs and tote bags and all that kind of great stuff. Hoodies.
Where's my mug?
Hey, so that's that. So last thing to do is we just live you guys to Mendarii and Forgeling. Please give a big shameless self-promote. Mendarii, please.
Hey, hi, hello. Yes, so I am Mendarii, which is spelled Mendarii. There's 2 I's on the end, very important. And you can find me on that handle, or underneath that handle, on all different kinds of social media. Predominantly, I make content on Twitch and on Patreon, but I also make stuff on TikTok and YouTube and Twitter, and Instagram, all underneath the same name. I do a lot of homebrew content, lots of writing, world building, cultural design. I also do a lot of mechanic design, basically going through 5e and being like, I don't like this, I'm going to change it, and just doing that a whole bunch. So you should come check all that stuff out.
And you
That's what
make,
I do.
I love your world building streams, and you make cool monsters and all sorts of, you
Thank you very much.
You're
There's not really a section of both like writing and mechanic design that I haven't touched yet.
No.
I do predominantly like classes or subclasses, spells, and monsters, but I have also done actually writing a whole class and then also like redesigning mechanics and adding in like new rules for death and other magic items and all that kind of stuff too. So,
Brilliant.
you know.
Thanks, Mendarii. We've loved having you
Thank
and
you.
Nuna on the show. She's
Yes,
great,
thank
right?
you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
so much.
I love her.
And Forgeling?
Oh, well, I am really just a part of a greater a group known as Deerstalker Pictures. I present one of their characters onto the screen, and please go check out Deerstalker Pictures. And the show is called One for All. We're on to our 5th season. Hopefully, we'll be doing some more in the future. As for me personally, I do a little bit of crafting, but I'm on a bit of a hiatus at the moment, just while I relocate my living state, and then we'll get straight back into physically crafting. So I love making, costuming, prop making, designing, and so really I'd love to expand on that on my own Twitch channel and through my other social medias.
So head over to Forgeling's Twitch channel, which is just Forgeling. Yeah?
Yeah, free IP, mate.
Nice. Hey, cool, guys. Thanks very much, everyone. Look, if you're watching this live, we're going to hang around and chat for a little bit after the credits. But in the meantime, thanks again, Mendarii. Thanks again, Forgeling.
Thank you, Mendarii. Thank you,
Ronnie,
Forgeling.
always so nice
Hey.
hanging out with you.
To the
And
end.
next week is our final episode of
Oh, yeah.
The Shadows of Aratai.
Holy.
Okay, catch you next week. Roll the credits, please.
Catch you in the shadow.